Very good afternoon to all of you.
Good afternoon, sir.
Afternoon, sir.
I hope you had a very good lunch today because your faces show that. Your faces show that you had a very good lunch. Very good. Okay, very good. At times you should have very good lunch. Don't get every day. Don't trouble your parents every day to have the first class lunch. And some more days they also should have some free time, isn't it? Don't ask every day chicken biryani. Sometime 1 or 2 days sambar will chalega, isn't it? Sambar will work out. Okay. How was the exam yesterday? How was it?
Easy, sir.
Easy. Ah, that means I should increase the standard of exam next time. Eh? I should increase the standard of exam. I will increase. No problem. I have a way. I have a way. I told you it is my duty to perfect you when make you perfect in November, December only. Till that time, some dose I will keep it with me. I will not make you 100%. Eh? Understand? I will not give my whole technique by today, tomorrow. No. I will fill it only in the month of December, January, on that time only. You have to wait and watch. You have to wait and watch. Please, my dear young friends, switch on your videos. I think they didn't get proper food. That's why. Their lunch was not so good. Am I right? Sainaba, did you have your lunch? Okay, Sainaba, half lunch only, isn't it?
Yes,
Okay,
sir.
a full lunch, full lunch. Okay, okay, good. You see, in the first exams, we concentrate on the writing skill. Clear now? In the first exams, we concentrate on writing skill. Arjun says that, sir, well, then why should we study? Only writing skill is needed, then we need not study, isn't it? No, what I mean is that if you keep your two legs in two boats, what will happen? One boat will go to right side, other will go to left side, and what will happen to you? You will be in trouble. So if we concentrate on both, you will not be perfect in both or either. So in the coming exam, in these exams, we are concentrating on writing skill, writing pattern. Once you learn the writing pattern, then we will be able to concentrate on the correction of answers. Correction of answers. So when both are perfect, Sainaba, what will happen? When both the writing skill and the answer is perfect, your answer will glitter among others. Glitter, shine. So what will happen? When it glitters, the sparkles will go up and it will fall down. When the sparkles go there, mark will fall down. That is a way. That is a way. So that is why I told you in every exam, in coming exam also, I will explain letter writing. I will explain the writing style. The same thing I will repeat and repeat and repeat. And some of you may think that why Josie sir is doing like a madman. All the time he is repeating this one and this one and this one. I repeat every time, seeing the small mistakes you have committed in the previous exam. That I note it down. Then I correct that one. In this way, sometimes you might have written very well. There may be 2 or 3 students are there with mistakes. I want to correct them also, isn't it? I am not only with the perfect ones. I have my own little ones there at the bottom. I want to lift them also. Clear now? All are equal in front of me. Okay. So yesterday I went through just a sample. Before Puram, Thrissur Puram, there will be a sample Vadikat, isn't it? Sample fireworks. In this way, just tested after getting all the answer sheets, I had a curiosity. That is natural, isn't it? I had a curiosity. What did my children do? Okay. Amina, okay. I could see the you are traveling. Okay. So I had a curiosity. How did they do? Just I opened some sample copies, not selecting the students, whichever is coming on the top in my mobile. I opened 10A, 10A, 10A. That means those who have sent last came first. I opened. Now you are thinking, "Yeah, who are the last ones?" I am not going to tell the names, but I could see that you got the idea. But there are certain small mistakes I have seen. You check your paper, wherever there are proper noun, some of you are not using capital letter. Tricky, simple example. Tricky. In the textbook, tricky T is capital. Am I right? You have written small letter. Minus mark. Minus mark. It is a proper noun. You have to write with the capital letter. Then I have told letter writing. The last should the name should be in brackets with a capital letter. Did I tell?
Yes,
Capital
sir.
letters in brackets. So you have to do it. If bracket is not there, minus mark. If capital letter is not there, minus mark. So these kind of things, minute mistakes that we will rectify. I'm not finding fault or finding mistakes. These are the minute things that we have to in letter writing. It should be perfectly perfect. Perfect, okay, isn't it? It should be perfect, okay. Prajot, it should be perfect, okay. Everybody understood. That means you are watching YouTube. And Nirvama, I understood. This is the way. I tried to find out. No, this is the way. I tried to find out whichever channels you are watching. So I say letter writing is a perfect channel in our public exam, 5 marks. So we have to take that 5 marks fully without losing a half mark. And I will make you to get 5 out of 5 in letter writing. If you have no will, I make a will in you. In my no, common language, I would say, if you don't get, I will break your knee. That's the thing. Letter writing, you should get full marks. If your letter writing is okay, you are perfect okay. Your English paper is okay. Yeah, that is the thing. These are the things. That means that much perfection you have in writing. Such a perfected mind will learn the things clearly. And from this, you could understand that without learning by heart, you could write the answers. Am I right? By reading the textbook? Did you study any question answers by heart?
Yes, sir.
No. You read only the textbook, isn't it?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
And you could write the answers well. Minute
Yes.
mistakes will be there. This capital letter or some grammatical mistake will be there. But you could write it clear. That is why you felt easy. The method is learning the textbook thoroughly. So you proved it. So today onwards, repeat the same tablet, take again and again. Read the textbook always. That will help you to earn more marks in English. If you earn more marks in English, you will earn more money in your life because education brings much more money in your life. Hari things. Hari thinks. So Hari should be a model. With this, we will go to the next part of the lesson, the black aeroplane. Take the lesson. The black aeroplane. Two stories of flying. We have studied one story. The second story we are going to see. Second story. This is written by a British novelist, Frederick Forsyth. Frederick Forsyth. Theme is same. Two stories, theme is same. It is a flight in the aeroplane. Let us see. The moon was coming up in the east. The moon was coming up in the east behind me. So, to which direction I am walking?
West.
West. I am walking towards west. So, moon is coming up in the east, and stars were shining in the clear sky above. Stars were shining there. So, what time it is?
Night.
Night. So, during a night time, I am moving towards west, and the moon is at my back, and stars are there. I could see stars. That means it was a clear sky. It was a clear sky. There wasn't a cloud in the sky. Cloud here means black cloud. There wasn't black cloud in the sky, or the sky was clear. Positively, the sky was clear. I was happy to be alone. I was happy to be alone up above the sleeping countryside. So he was up above in the aeroplane. Below him, a sleeping people. People were sleeping in the countryside. So that means he was flying the aeroplane nighttime in a clear sky. I was flying my old Maruti 800, isn't it? I was flying my Dakota aeroplane, old style. Nowadays it is Jet Airways, that airways. I don't know. You may be knowing much more than me about the aeroplanes and all these things. I am a poor man. My aeroplane is Jupiter. Jupiter aeroplane. Jupiter two-wheeler. It has only two-wheeler. Okay. I fly in Jupiter. So if you ask me about two-wheelers, I will tell you. Scooter, I will tell you. But here it is about aeroplane. Aeroplane. So you are very experts in aeroplane. Okay, you see literature. It is literature. Again and again I say, it is literature. We have to enjoy literature. Don't try to read the literature. Don't try to by heart the literature. Live in literature. So literature will become part and parcel of you. Now it is the time of season of parcel service, isn't it? Food parcel service. So literature will become the part and parcel. It will be in your blood. So what will happen when you read literature? You will relate that literature into human life. You will become one agent of that literature. You will become one character in that literature. So you will understand more in a realistic way. That is why I explain in this way. In this way. Otherwise, I could read, simply read it. Yeah, I know you are very good in English, so you can understand. You can understand the language with a single reading. But in this single language, I spend that much time because we have to understand literature in a realistic, touching with the life. related to our life. So here you have to find out the person with whom you are standing, matching with. Okay. My dear Hen Steve, Aman Shakir, Rizwan, Haya, I want to see you. I mean, others, please switch on. So I was flying my old Dakota aeroplane over France, above France, back to England. So his native place is England. So suppose he is working in France. From France, he is going back to England on a weekend. I was dreaming of my holiday. I was thinking about my weekend holidays and looking forward to being with my family. So Monday to Friday, he was in France. On the weekend, he was returning. He was returning to England to have his 2 days with his family. I looked at my watch, 1:30 in the morning. So midnight. In the early morning, 1:30 is the timing. I should call Paris control soon, I thought. So he thought I should call Paris airport control room because when an aeroplane reaches the limits of an airport, they should be in touch with the control room because there may be takeoffs from the airport. So there shall be no clash. So collide. That is why each and every pilot should be in touch with the control room of the nearest airport. So I should call Paris control room soon, I thought. As I looked down past the nose of the aeroplane, when I looked through the tip of the aeroplane, front tip of the aeroplane, nose of the aeroplane, I saw the lights of a big city in front of me. He saw Paris below. I switched on the radio to relate himself with the control room. Paris control? Hello, 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 speaking. Dakota, is it Paris control room? Dakota DS088 here. Message is given. Wireless message is given. Paris control? Dakota DS088 here. Can you hear me? Hello, hello. Can you hear me? I am
Yes,
on
sir.
my way to England. Message over. Over. Clear. This is the way. So message is given. The voice from the radio answered me immediately. He got the answer from the control room. NASA, very good connectivity is there in Kodungalur. Very good connectivity is there. I had sent 1 kilo connectivity there. Please switch on. Eh? Keep it for the next day. Okay, okay. So, sorry, this is a disturbance. You understood now? I have gone away from the class. So switch on the videos always. So the voice from the radio answered me immediately. DS, hello, DS088, I can hear you. You ought to turn 12 degrees west now. DS088 over. So he got the reply. Now, airport area is clear. In order to move to England, you turn 12 degrees westward. That is the direction given by the airport authorities. I checked the map and the compass. Compass, you have instrument box, compass is there, isn't it? Not that compass. This is a compass, is an instrument which shows the direction, north, east, west, south. So he looked at the map and the compass, switched over to my second and last fuel tank. Underline, second and last fuel tank. Nas, there were only two fuel tanks. One is over. The second one he has switched over to and turned the Dakota 12 degrees west towards England. So direction is given. There is nothing to explain. I will be in time for breakfast. Oh, I will be reaching England for breakfast. He thought, a good English breakfast. Ah, you had a very good lunch now, isn't it? Why, how casually I spoke to you. You had a very good lunch, and he is desiring for a very good breakfast. I heard, there are some of our friends here, they don't take breakfast. They don't take breakfast. They take only brunch. Ashik, am I right? Some are taking only brunch. Eh? They don't take breakfast. Don't do like that. Breakfast should be breakfast. Lunch should be lunch. You cannot make breakfast into brunch. You cannot make a lunch into brunch. What is brunch? What is taken in between breakfast and lunch is called brunch. Neither breakfast nor lunch. Okay. So here he is desiring to have a big British breakfast. A good, big English breakfast. Everything was going well. Underline. Everything was going well. It was an easy flight. Let me ask you, let me know whether you have some literary mind. Can you sense any other meaning in that sentence, Adidev? Can you sense, Prajot? Can you sense any other meaning in that sentence? Everything was going well. It was an easy flight.
And danger was going to come.
Eh?
A danger was going to
Ah,
come.
yes, it is a fiction. If it is moving smoothly, we need not say anything. But in between, he says, everything was going on well. That means something happened thereafter. Clear now. We are going to see what was happened thereafter. Clear now? This is the way we have to learn literature. Paris was about 150 kilometers behind me. So I crossed Paris. It was 150 kilometers behind me when I saw the clouds. Underline that sentence. Paris was 150 kilometers past when I saw the clouds. It was not simple clouds, it was storm clouds. Dangerous one. Storm clouds. They were huge. They were huge. What would be the size of a cloud? This one. What would be the size of a cloud? This much of the classroom?
Size may differ.
It differs. That I know. That I know. And anyway, somewhat idea.
Big.
Big means that is written here. Big. Huge, it is written there. I have not seen, I have not traveled in aeroplane, so I do not know the size of the how this snow is there, right? This is cloud is there, I don't know. That just I want to know. My curiosity, man. Who knows
I also don't know.
how much bigger will be the a size of an elephant? No, lesser than that. Size of a classroom. Who can say? Who can help me? Can you imagine? Next sentence is there. They look like black mountains, not hills, black mountains. The size of a cloud would be maybe 20-25 kilometers length, and thickness maybe 10-15 kilometers height. That is a cloud. That is formed into rain, not a elephant size, not a classroom size. It is mountainous. It is like a mountain, like iceberg. Do you know iceberg? It is a large, huge, mountainous piece of ice under the water. Under the water. So these black clouds we are making into one sentence. Those stormy, black, huge, mountainous clouds. All the three sentences we made into one sentence. Those stormy, huge, black, and mountainous clouds standing in front of me across the sky. So I was in the Dakota. My aeroplane is moving towards. In front of me, the clouds were there. Such a huge cloud. I knew I could not fly up and over them. I understood. I realized it is very difficult for me. It is very difficult for me to fly above, to fly above the sky. It is very difficult for me to cross these huge mountainous clouds. I did not have enough fuel to fly around them to the north or south. And I did not have much more fuel because it is Corona time. Paisa is very less. So people are using petrol 50 rupees, 25 rupees, 75 rupees petrol in the scooter. They won't make fill full tank. 75 rupees, 100 rupees. In that way, our author has filled fuel very little. And now he has the fuel to reach England. He has no fuel to roam around this huge mountainous cloud. So, you see, underline, I did not have enough fuel to fly around them. I ought to go back to Paris. In this situation, I should, I ought, I should go back to Paris. That's the only way I have to return. I thought, but I wanted to get home. There is a confliction in his mind. We have heard about many conflictions, isn't it? In him, there is a confliction. In him, there is a confliction. What is a confliction? Whether I should go to Paris or to England. In Nelson Mandela, we had studied a conflict of ideas, isn't it? What is whether I should obey the obligation to my family, twin obligations. Yesterday you have written, isn't it? Twin obligations. Whether I should go to my family, my children, or should I leave them and go to the country? Man, a conflict. At last, he had chosen the second one, conflict. In this way, here the pilot had a conflict. Should I go to, because of this huge mountainous stormy black cloud, I cannot proceed. I cannot go forward. There are only only one choice in front of me. Go back to Paris. Go back to Paris. Now it is Corona lockdown time, triple lockdown. So in newspaper, we read somebody is going for purchasing on a with the scooter. Triple lockdown. Nobody is permitted to get out of home. So he is going for on dry fish. So police would catch. And in triple lockdown, if you are caught, what will happen? Your scooter will be sent to police station. It will not be taken. It is written in the newspaper. So I took my scooter, my Jupiter. I went to purchase on suppose, and I saw the police officer there, check post. So in front of me, the checkpost is the huge mountainous black cloud, isn't it? And I cannot cross. I cannot cross. I have only one choice: go back to home, return, go back home. But in my mind, there is a desire on a coming, on a coming, a conflict of ideas. Here, the pilot, Savio, the pilot has a conflict in his mind. He wanted to go back to Paris because he had no courage to face the clouds like our young seagull. Bring all these things into your mind. Nirvama, bring into your mind. Bring seagull here. Mother seagull was scratching the fish from there and says, Gaula ka, 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 ka. And our young seagull was sitting on the ledge. Mummy, bring. Mummy is not bringing. Only one choice, he should fly. But he has no courage. He said, Mummy, I don't have the courage to fly across the sea. You bring here. Mummy says, you go back, man. Go to the hall. He went to the hall, cave, and sat down there. I went back home without Onakamin. Understood? You see, how did I relate the story with my life? Don't think that I have gone for Onakamin. I did not go. I made simply a reference. Okay, I did not go out of my house during triple lockdown. I was inside my house. So what I am saying is that here he has a choice to return. But when he tried to return, a thought came into his mind. What about my big, large British breakfast? I will be missing it. So let us see what happened. I ought to go back to Paris, I thought, but I wanted to get home. I wanted the breakfast. I will take the risk. Underline, double underline. I will take the risk. You have to take the risk. Do you want mark? Do you want heaven? Take the risk. तूफान आए आंधी आए नींद आए storm will come, rain will come, sleep will come. You should say, hey, sleep, get away. I want heaven. You have to take the risk. So I will take the risk, I thought, and flew that old Dakota straight into the storm. So the breakfast was attracting him. So he took the challenge, underline, took the challenge. There on the right side, you can write, took the challenge. Taking the challenge, he flew that old Dakota into the clouds. Inside the clouds, everything was suddenly black. It was impossible to see anything outside the aeroplane. He could not see anything outside. He was within darkness. The old aeroplane jumped and twisted, jerked. Common word, Jerked, jerking. Jerking. If the shock absorber is not good, when the scooter goes into ditch, it will jerk. So twisted, jerking. I looked at the compass. So he looked at the compass. I could not believe. I could not believe my eyes. Something strange happened. I could not believe. I looked at my compass and I could not believe the compass was turning round and round and round. It is not stopping anywhere else. If you look at your inverter is at home, isn't it? Inverter, if there is fluctuation in the electricity, what will happen? Its needle will go, isn't it? Always it will move right and left and right and left and right and left. It will not be steady. That means it cannot be steady. In this way, here the compass should stop on one point. It should show the direction. But here the needle of the compass was rotating. Rotating. The compass was turning round and round and round. It was dead. Underline. It was dead. It was dead. It could not work. The other instruments were suddenly dead too. All other instruments of the aeroplane were dead. You see, up above in the world so high. Which rhyme? Which rhyming? Twinkle, twinkle, little stars. Isn't it? You should come back to LKG, isn't it? Twinkle, twinkle, up above the world so high. I did not study in LKG, but I remember the rhymes. You have studied. This is the difference between you and myself. I did not study LKG, but I remember, I know almost all the rhymes. You studied LKG and you don't remember the rhymes. Clear now? You don't remember the rhymes. You want the textbook to remember. So here he was up above the sky. Compass is not working. Fuel is very less. There is no petrol pump in the sky. There is no petrol pump. So if the fuel is over, your life is over. That is a problem. So the other instruments were suddenly dead too. I tried my radio. I wanted to connect myself to the airport. Paris control, Paris control. Can you hear me? There was no answer. Underline, the radio was dead too. So compass is dead, radio is dead. Both these instruments are very important for a pilot. Pilot. You see, next sentence also underline. I had no radio, no compass, and I could not see where I was. Three difficulties he faced. I was lost in the storm. I was lost in the clouds. Then, in the black clouds quite near me, I saw another plane. Ah, in my fright, in my fright, I looked right side. There, I could see another plane, a sparkle of hope. One more person is there. It had no lights on its wings. Its system is also damaged. Usually, when the aeroplane takes off, its lights will be on on its wings. Here in this cloud, there is another aeroplane, but it has no lights. But I could see it flying next to me through the storm. But I could see, even though there is no light, I could see that aeroplane flying with me. I could see it flying next to me through the storm. I could see the pilot's face. I saw the pilot turn towards me. That pilot was looking at me. I was very glad to see another pilot, another human person. When you are in an utter danger, if you see a man, sometimes that man may be your enemy, but still you will be happy because you feel that there is a human being to help me. So, in that dangerous situation, our pilot saw another pilot, and that pilot was looking at him. So, he was very happy. I was very glad to see another person. That person, you can write another human being. Another human being. Person will not give that much meaning. Another human being. And that human being lifted his hand and waved me like this. That pilot lifted his hand and waving his hand, that gives him a lot of expectation and joy. The rest we will see what happened in the next day. Now, in the dangerous situation, I could see another human being and he was doing some gestures. Tomorrow I will understand. I don't know what he was saying. Now I will go to him and I will ask him what he was intending. Then I will tell you. Okay. Tomorrow in the next class, we will see the rest. Okay, thank you.